Hi everybody, I'm here at Eden Memorial Park Cemetery in Mission Hills, California. It's part of the San Fernando Valley, and just right over the hills that you see right behind me there is Hollywood. So because of the close proximity to Hollywood, there are lots of famous people, lots of celebrities, movie stars, actors, comedians buried here in this Jewish cemetery on the side of the hill in Mission Hills. And this is where I'm going to start my visit today to a couple of the cast member gravesites from the classic 1970s and 80s TV sitcom LaVerne And Shirley. Thanks for joining me on another trip to visit the most memorable cemeteries, memorials, and gravesites. To find the first gravesite, I'm going to enter through the front gates and I'm going to drive straight up the hill to the top. I'm going to pass the first mausoleum on the right-hand side, where Groucho Marx's ashes are interred, and I'm going to go to the second mausoleum at the very top of the hill. And this is where actor and comedian Phil Foster is laid to rest. You may remember that he played LaVerne's dad, Frank DeFazio, on the show. And this section in front of the mausoleum on the south side is called Mount Jerusalem. Foster was born Fievel Feldman on March 29, 1913, in Brooklyn, New York, and died July 8, 1985, in Rancho Mirage, California. He died at the age of 72 from a heart attack. I'll pan around so you can see where his grave is located within this section. And I added a GPS to his Find a Grave Memorial page to make it even easier for fans to find. As far as I know, actor Harvey Lembeck never appeared on the show, but since he's buried here literally just steps away, I thought I'd show you his gravesite as well. Lembeck appeared in hundreds of TV comedies over the years, but he's probably best remembered for his role as Captain Rocco Barbarella on The Phil Silvers Show, also known as The Sergeant Bilko Show, from 1955 to 1959. In case you don't recognize him, that's him on the left. Lembeck was born April 15, 1923, in Brooklyn, New York, and died January 5, 1982, in Los Angeles, at the age of 58, from a heart attack. So, do you remember The Phil Silvers Show? Whenever I find famous people buried so close together like this, I always wonder if they were friends in real life. If not, it sure would be a coincidence that these two comic greats just happen to be buried so close to each other. Actress, singer, dancer, and comedian Betty Garrett played LaVerne's landlady, Edna Bavish, on the show. And fans will also recognize and remember her for her role as Archie Bunker's neighbor in All in the Family. And some of you may also remember that Penny Marshall was married to Rob Reiner from 1971 to 1981, and Rob played Michael Stivic, or Meathead, Archie Bunker's son-in-law, on All in the Family. Garrett was born May 23, 1919, in St. Joseph, Missouri, and died February 12, 2011, in Los Angeles. She died at the age of 91 and was cremated, and has no final resting place to visit at this time. Now I'm going to head about a half hour south to Forest Lawn Hollywood Hills and the gravesite of Penny Marshall. To find her final resting place, you drive through the front gates and drive straight ahead to the end of the street at the top of the hill. On the right-hand side, you'll see the Lincoln Terrace section, and she's located right next to her brother Garry Marshall in the companion garden, just to the right of the sidewalk. Actress and director Penny Marshall was born October 15, 1943, in New York City. She died December 17, 2018, in Los Angeles. She died at the age of 75, and according to her Wikipedia page, the cause of death was cardiopulmonary failure, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes mellitus type 1. She acted in or appeared in more than 30 movies and more than 200 TV shows or episodes. Before LaVerne and Shirley turned her into a bona fide TV sitcom star, she had a recurring role from 1972 to 1974 as Myrna on the TV sitcom The Odd Couple. After LaVerne and Shirley ended in 1983, she stepped behind the camera and directed the movie Big in 1988. And according to her Wikipedia page, it became the first film directed by a woman to gross more than $100 million at the box office. Later in 1990, she directed the movie Awakenings, which was nominated for a Best Picture Academy Award. Garry Marshall was the co-creator of LaVerne and Shirley, and both Garry and Penny directed some of the episodes. Garry Marshall, Penny Marshall, and her former husband Rob Reiner all had incredibly successful TV sitcoms, and then later all three went on to become three of the most successful directors in movie history, directing some of the most popular movies of all time. When it came to talent, they all three won the lottery. And I'm happy to say that the rest of the main cast members are all still alive. Cindy Williams, who played LaVerne DeFazio's best friend and roommate, Shirley Feeney, is now 72 years old. Michael McKeon, who played Lenny, is now 71 years old. David Lander, who played Squiggy, is now 72 years old. Eddie Mika, who played Carmine, the Big Ragusa, is 67 years old. And Leslie Easterbrook, who played Rhonda Lee, is now 70 years old. Wow, it really seems like it was just yesterday, doesn't it? So how many of you are LaVerne and Shirley fans? Feel free to share your memories with us down below. So if you liked today's video, you might be interested in watching one of these videos here as well. And if you'd like to be notified when I upload future videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. So until next time, thanks for sharing the memories, everyone.